Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the last Cloudia video. Apologize that I didn't make a review for the last unit, and I've been not really making videos at all on the channel. So I guess this is also kind of like a small update. You can skip ahead if you don't care. But a small channel update. I'm going through some health issues right now, so I've not really wanted to do anything because my voice is getting worse and a lot of other health issues. But I'm gonna try to get through this for you guys. So this guy is a permanent unit. He is not a festival character or whatever you want to call it in this game, festival heroes or whatever it is. So in 6 months, I think it was, this guy will be available. You can just get him from other means, whatever you may get him from. So keep that in mind, but we're still going to review him, of course, because that's what this video is about. He is an interesting rainbow damage dealer. The only thing I could compare this to is like a hybrid damage dealer and like a Brave Exvius, kind of. Because he does do physical attack damage and stuff like that. And I think he wants more mind. Or like equal or something, because as you see here, he has more int than... and he also is a sorcerer type. So kind of like a hybrid damage dealer, kind of. Or maybe you want to compare it to like a mage that has... you know, the imbuable mages kind of a deal. Maybe that's comparable to that too. Maybe that's more comparable than a hybrid damage dealer. Anyways, so there is a process of wanting to do all these elements here because he does have a field very similar to another character. Let's just take a short field trip here, and if I can quickly find her, this character here has a very similar effect, where she has a area effect. So his is a little different. Pretty much mandatory that you have to get that off at the start of the battle. Every 10 seconds you need to get this field effect off. It's a wide area, wide. I think the one I just showed you was a medium effect. A medium. You really want to play inside of the circle here because you get a lot of effects. So they need to stay inside because if they leave, then they lose that debuff. And he has an attack to draw people in. So the idea is to stay in the middle, and hopefully they you can use this to pull them in. And it's kind of like counterintuitive, I think, because he has an enemy draw -1. You would think that you would want him to have +1. He's probably not going to be that... He's probably going to be kind of frail, but I feel like you can probably still... I feel like you would want him to be so that the enemies come towards the circle. This feels like it's counterintuitive to where they would go away from the circle. Depending on how big the circle is, we'll have to see because we'll be testing him. I didn't do it for my last video, but we'll be doing it for this video very quickly here. But another drawback for this is that if you use a special, then this just ends. Then the debuff just goes away for some reason. So that's also really bad because a lot of specials in this game you need to do them because you need extra damage, and it's literally free damage, by the way. So I don't like that too much. I feel like that's a huge detriment. If you just use a special, it just goes away, the debuff. And also, apparently, like if they... Where is it at? There's something where... Oh, here. Enemy loses magic 30 debuff when leaving the circle area, or if an enemy or ally uses a special. So yeah. And then the enemy does not re-get the same... So you have to basically wait... You have to wait another 10 seconds to get the debuff again. And another weird thing is that he needs at least 8 buffs to get a 20% damage reduction to physical magic. I mean, isn't that like a little too... Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we can get lots of buffs. So there's a lot of restrictions on this guy to make him work. And so now let's see if he's actually going to get anything in here that's actually interesting in terms of SC saving stuff. A chance to randomly inflict okay, so very similar to V. I feel like he's just gonna be like another V, but has more damage. I'm guessing because V doesn't have any damage. He's only there for status effects. Yep, he's basically just V, like a new version of V, but way better. I'm assuming and also not limited to anything. So damage taken from enemies with... Okay, so that's pretty good. 40% reduction in damage. So that... Why wouldn't you want to have enemies drawn to you with that? With this up, that's crazy. 40% damage reduction. That's a general damage reduction. I'll equip all weapon types. That's really good. Battle start. Okay, so pretty good. Why wouldn't you want him to be drawn? He gets this too. Like, that's crazy. Some buffs. That's good. Boss wave. You get a huge damage cap. And they're baiting you to use your special when you don't want to use it, or else they lose the buff. He also has decoy, which is pretty expensive, I believe. Dual wield, pretty cool. Okay, so I guess you can use dual wield or just equip one weapon, either or. He's good for a permanent. He's good. I'm actually impressed, but like the traits, I don't know. We'll have to see it when we test him. I'll give my score when I do the showcase here, a little bit of a showcase. Anyways, let's look at this arc first because we don't need to test that. Sorcerer only, so a big restriction. Minus 50%. I guess they don't need it, but you're not getting the same amount back to the int in mind. You're only getting 15%. Whatever. Each recover from units healing magic 20%, fine. 1,000, whatever. The rage resistance, whatever. Pretty good. This is actually the most part that's actually worth it. The all attribute damage taken minus 50%, pretty good. And then this is good. And it's an accessory, not a weapon. So this is actually really good. I would pull it just for this. This is really good because you can use this on anyone in terms of magic because it covers all elements. So not only are you getting 1,000 damage cap, and also you're getting some resistances here, which might help come in handy. If you're playing FFB and you're coming to watch this video and you see only 5, pretty significant because most of them are only like 10. 10 is like one of the highest ones you can get, so 5 is pretty good in terms of resistances. This is actually very good as an accessory. If this was a weapon, it would be terrible, but it's not. Well, it wouldn't be terrible, but it wouldn't really be that good unless you could upgrade it. And you get Insect Geyser. Angelic Blessing might be interesting. And then Resist Fires, I guess. Cool. I guess that, whatever. The rest. This is a good arc though for that AER. So I'm gonna give this arc a 7, which is higher than what I usually give arcs. I usually give arcs pretty low scores because most times they're not really that interesting or good. But that I would love to get this. We're not gonna be pulling though because he's a permanent character. But there are free tickets, by the way, and there's a free pull per day. That's pretty cool. I only have 1 ticket, so we're just gonna wait on that. But there's a free pull here, guys. Make sure you're doing that because someone in there named Timmy with a black shirt on is gonna get him for free. So just know that someone out there is gonna be luckier than you. Anyways, before we showcase, let's look at his paid equipment. Okay, so he's got 2 things here. He is a permanent character, so kind of expected. Let's max that out. Cut damage taken based on enemies' physical magic distance. It's cool. I guess it makes sense that, like, he seems really weird because you kind of want to stay away because he's like a long range V type character, but you want them to stay in the circle. So we'll have to see how big the circle is. Maybe this whole thing I was talking about is really stupid and I look really stupid because like it probably could like cover like half the screen or something. If that's the case, then it doesn't matter. Whatever I was complaining about. This is good. Yeah, that's pretty good. What? Oh, there's 10%. This is actually really good. 10% dark resistance on that. And you got 15% in total dark resistance if you get both of them. Boost damage based on physical, same thing. And then, wow, you get a free revive. I think just for the revive alone, you're going to pick this one. This one is fine. You get a damage cap, but you get a revive. That beats out the other one easily. So if you can only get one or the other, you're going to get this. And in 6 months, this probably will be available in the Red Crimson Ore shop anyways. So just wait, I guess. That's a long time to wait, I know. 6 months is a long time, but he's good. But he's going to be good in 6 months? I don't know. But he is good for now. So, at least on paper, let's see what it looks like. Actually, let's see what he looks like actually, like on practice instead of paper. Okay. And forgot how I don't know. I guess you can't. I saw how it had looked. Okay, so forgot it's automatic. Here's the circle, so it is not that big. It's pretty big, but not that big. So we want to be in the circle here. He's not fighting back, by the way. Okay, so he has all the debuffs on him. Yeah, he seems okay. But the reliance on needing to rely on the circle at all times, and also I'm noticing that he's getting pushed back slightly. Or maybe I'm just going schizo. I will show off his special when it's near the end, because I don't really want to do it, because remember, we lose the stuff if we use a special, which is really stupid, by the way. It's basically weird, like you're getting punished by your own unit if you use something that's in the game. Maybe a special doesn't do any damage. Also, yeah, I mean, obviously, this is not realistic. The enemy wouldn't just stand still. So let's see if this is just useless, or is it worth it to actually use? Maybe this final hit will actually do damage, or not final damage. I don't think that's worth it. It's okay, but I don't know if that's worth losing whatever the thing that you do when you use your special. He seems pretty good, but he's a permanent character, and that kind of makes it so like you don't really want to pull permanent characters, because guys, October 15th is the 5.5 anniversary. Not the 6th anniversary, not a full anniversary. It is a half anniversary, but remember we got some pretty big stuff last half anniversary. I believe she was the 5.5 or 4.5 anniversary character, I believe. I think she was. I can't remember that far back, but we also got, I remember specifically that the 3.5 was Adel, and he was meta breaking. So an Adel-like character for the next, half anniversary, you probably shouldn't be pulling this guy. So I'm gonna give him an 8.5. I think that's pretty fair. I kind of like him, but he does have a lot of drawbacks, and it's kind of obvious that they made it because he's a permanent character. So he's gonna have more drawbacks than a more premium character, and maybe none of this even matters. Even though the drawbacks are very clear, I read them to you. Maybe they still don't matter. Maybe he'll do insane no damage. I'm stupid. I don't know. I do like the thing where you get, like, you can't just, you can't play an auto with this guy, really. You have to pay attention. So if you like that kind of gameplay, then this guy is definitely for you. But like I said, half anniversary is soon. Probably shouldn't pull. I only have 22k gems, and also there's free pulls and free tickets during this event, so you should probably just use those, and maybe you'll get them. Alright guys, thank you guys very much for watching, appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.